Hello everyone, Cyanide here, and welcome to the guide. This somewhat achievement guide. So this is a guide for locating all skulls in Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary. So the total is 13 skulls. I'm going to show you where they are, and yeah. So is in each level. Only one level doesn't have a skull. Some will have two of them. So yeah, just a reminder. So all the skulls, you can be able to get the skulls on the difficulty normal or higher. So don't worry about. So yeah, that's a little thing. This is gonna be a part 1 of the skull locations. So I'll be uploading part 2 soon. Sooner expected. So let's get this started. Okay, the first skull is called Iron and is on the Pillar of Autumn. So shut up. So it's gonna be in the 2 barrels back there. So where you gonna look behind there, there's a skull right there.
I know the ordnance techs usually take care of your targeting.
Next skull is Mythic Skull, and then is a mission on Halo. So where you're from the spawn at the beginning of the game, where you go to the bridge, do not go to the bridge, and where you keep going to here, and you may see a waterfall, and the skull is right behind this big rock, and it's be waiting for you right here. Next skull is called Boom Skull. The next skull is Boom, and it is the mission on Halo. So it's most likely when you get to like the part you have to like protect the Marines and waves of Covenant, you go all the way over here. You can do it after you're done with the waves. It's just I just quickly go over here, and where you have to go to this cliff side over here. And it's gonna be on this cliff side, and where you walk, while you're walking on this cliff side, at the end there will be a skull laying right there, and you won't be able to miss it at all. So it's right behind these 2 trees. And there's your skull. This next skull is called Foreign. It is on the Truth and Requisition. And the skull is a little bit complicated, but easy to get. So it's going to be at that door that I just shot at. But enemies has to come out, and enemies will spawn from that door, and you have a small window of getting the skull. So what I'm doing here, I'm killing the remaining enemies so I can get to the skull until the enemies spawn. And I'm trying to kill enemies to get like to the part. Give me a second. Okay, I was doing something. Alright. So most likely I didn't notice there was a few more enemies up there. So what I did, so what now, enemies will, so what will happen, so like you finish the first wave, enemies will spawn from here. So I've noticed there was a few more enemies that are still alive. So I walked to the place that I just came out of, double checked, and I just noticed enemies just spawned from there. Again, you have a small window of opportunity. When the door closes, you can't be able to get a skull without enemy going near it. So you can restart from the checkpoint if you get a few tries in. So I did throw grenades so they can stay there at all times. And when you get in, there'll be a skull right at this corridor right here. And that's your skull. This next skull is called Famine and is on the mission Silent Cartographer. And when you get dropped off from the Pelican, you may wait. When you get dropped off from the Pelican, turn around and the skull is on this mountain right here where I'm shooting at. And it's right there. So what we're going to do, we're going to find the ramp, we'll find a like hill or ramp to get up to this mountain. And most likely, this one is actually a pretty easy skull. Turn around and get to this part right here, and you'll be able to get up into this mountain and get the skull. It's right at the end, at the edge of this rock, and there's your Famine Skull.